Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of the confusing world of corporate filings and maybe laugh a little along the way. Today we've got a fresh report from Quanex Building Products Corporation, and it's got some juicy bits about dividends and whatnot. So buckle up because we are about to decode their latest news. Before we dive in, if you like getting the real scoop behind these big companies without all the jargon, make sure you are subscribed. And hey, we also have a growing community on Discord where we chat about these filings. You can find the link in the description below. So what we have here is a current report, which means something important happened recently. The earliest event reported is the 26th of February 2026. This report is from Quanex Building Products Corporation, a company that makes things for the building products industry. Think windows, doors, and those sorts of components. Now, the really interesting part for many of you is likely what the company is doing with its stock and its profits. They have common stock trading on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol NX. The main reason for this filing, disclosed under Regulation FD disclosure, is about keeping everyone informed. Companies have to share important news with all investors at the same time, and that is what this is all about. On the 26th of February 2026, Quanex announced that their board of directors decided to pay out a dividend. This is basically the company sharing some of its profits directly with its shareholders. They are paying a quarterly cash dividend of 8 cents per share. Now, if you own shares of Quanex, you will get that 8 cents for every share you hold. The payment date is the 31st of March 2026, and to get that dividend you needed to be a shareholder on record by the 17th of March 2026. So timing was key if you wanted to be in on this payout. This section just tells us what other documents are included with this report. It lists the press release we just talked about as Exhibit 99.1, which is pretty standard, and then there is Exhibit 104, which is a cover page interactive data file. This basically means the filing is designed to be read by computers as well as people, which is a step towards making things more digital and easier to analyze. Then we get to the signature part. This is where an authorized person from the company signs off on the report, confirming that everything in it is true and accurate to the best of their knowledge. In this case, it is Scott Zelka, who holds a pretty important position as the Senior Vice President, Chief Financial Officer, and Treasurer. This role means he is deeply involved in the company's financial health and decisions, so his signature carries weight. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. This filing is pretty straightforward. It's not a deep dive into their quarterly financials like a 10Q or an annual overview like a 10K. Instead, it's a quick announcement about a dividend. What does this tell us? Well, first off, it signals that Quanex Building Products Corporation is profitable enough to consistently return some of its earnings to shareholders. Paying a dividend suggests financial stability and confidence from the management about the company's future earning potential. The dividend amount itself, 8 cents per share, might not sound like much, but for investors who hold a large number of shares, it can add up. For instance, if someone holds 1,000 shares, that is $80 in dividend payments. If they hold 10,000 shares, that is $800. It is a way for investors to get a steady income from their investment. It's important to remember that dividends are not guaranteed. A company can increase, decrease, or even suspend its dividend payments depending on its financial performance, market conditions, and strategic priorities. In this case, the declaration of a quarterly dividend suggests that the company sees this as a sustainable practice. At least for now, it hints at a steady operational performance and a commitment to shareholder returns. This is a good sign for investors who are looking for income from their investments. It also suggests that the company is not facing any immediate major financial distress that would require them to hoard cash. Instead, they are comfortable distributing some of it. However, it is also worth noting that this filing doesn't give us a lot of detailed financial information. We're not seeing revenue figures, profit margins, or debt levels here. This type of report, an 8K, is typically used for significant events that occur between the regular financial reporting periods. While the dividend is news, it doesn't paint the full financial picture of Quanex. To get that, you would need to look at their quarterly and annual reports. For investors considering Quanex, this dividend news is a positive data point, but it should be considered alongside the company's overall financial health, its industry position, and its growth prospects. Is the building product sector strong? Are competitors doing the same? These are the questions you'd want to explore. For example, if interest rates are high, new home construction might slow down, impacting companies like Quanex. Conversely, if there is a boom in renovations or new development, their business could flourish. In my opinion, Quanex Building Products Corporation is signaling stability and a shareholder-friendly approach with this dividend announcement. It's a good move for income-focused investors. However, without deeper financial details in this specific filing, It is hard to give a comprehensive assessment of their financial direction or their competitive position beyond this one announcement. It's a piece of the puzzle, not the whole picture. For a company like this, operating in a cyclical industry like building products, consistent profitability is key to maintaining any dividend. The risk here is always that the broader economic environment could shift, impacting demand for their products, which in turn could affect their ability to continue paying out dividends. Alright, that is our breakdown of Quanex Building Products Corporation's latest filing. What is your take on this dividend news and what it might mean for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. And don't forget to join our Discord community for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.